What is up, guys? This is Galaxy Gaming. Today we're going to be playing a game called What Would You Do If? Now, I've watched a bunch of YouTubers do this and I thought, what the heck? Why don't you let me do it? So, we're going to be playing the game. This should be very, very fun. Okay, going like this. Oh crap. Look at options. Yeah. Fun. Okay. First question. What would you do if you woke up as Krilla in Dragon Ball Z? I like the first one. I'm screwed. I would try to escape. I'm fed up dying. How cool is that? Really? I don't watch Ball Z that much, so I don't really know. Don't be mad. Okay, what would you do if you had a magical staff? Unicorns everywhere. I would make disappear all the people I don't. There we go. Yes, I was right this time. Okay, what would you do if you were attacked by a bear? I would play dead, hoping he will run for my life. That would be me, because there was no way I'm going to get on the ground and, oh crap. I'm sorry, friends these days. Okay, let's get on to the next. What would you do if you were a penguin? I will slide my belt. Who would not, if they was a penguin, who would not dance around like Happy Feet? You see me breaking it down over here. Let's see. Okay, what would you do if you could drink alcohol without being drunk? Oh, so you judge me for being a pirate. How messed up is that? What would you do if what would you do if a highway project was planned at the exact placement as your home? I'd try to make more money that I can. I would try to. There we go. Yeah. I'm not really good at the game. What would you do if you woke up turned into a dog by a sorcerer? Oh yes, I would be, because I'm just gonna be like, say, honest person. Let's say I hated like just random person. I'd just be like, hey, guess what? I'm a dog. I can't do it while I'm a human. Why don't I do it when I'm a dog? Just go in their leg. What would you do if you had a superior sense of smell? I would kill all the people who. I'll become a DEA agent. Bang, 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 bang. What would you do if your best friend had to talk in front of a lot of people and have something stuck in the teeth? I would film and I would tell them. Because telling is the right thing to do. What would you do if a new emotion came out? My life is over. And did I care about the existence of what? Wait, name emotion. I'm going to say, yes, I was right. Yes. Crap. What would you do if your brother or sister, I got that, whatever, confused you that he had been kidnapped by aliens when you were a kid? I wouldn't trust him. It said it was a mental hospital. I like the second one. Yes! Right again. What would you do if your boyfriend and girlfriend planned to leave to a small country at the other side of the world? I will follow her eating snakes and spiders. Doesn't sound so bad. I would ask if there was internet. Otherwise, it would take time, but I could find somewhere. I'm right again. See, I don't have nothing against girls. It's just, come on, eating snakes and spiders. At my country, we eat pizza and cheeseburgers. Alright, what would you do if potatoes were undercover llamas? I never thought of that. That would be a good idea. There, I sister. Yes! Crap. Alright. What would you do if a friend asked you to lend him some money? I would just ask him the same thing. I will loan him with interest. Yeah, boy. What would you do if your... Oh, God, it says a boyfriend. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to just use a girl in this case because I'm a boy. Girlfriend was a wolf and wanted to do it with you. Holy crap, one. Run. I'll just be... Hey, what is that over there? Alright. What would you do if you learn you will have... You know, for a man, that's the worst thing you could ever find out. I'll go by... I actually got it right. It's pretty sad. What would you do if you became a cat? Oh my god, what would I do? I would play in World. Oh man, I would do that so much. Uh, what would you do if you could hack any website? I would read my friends' chats. That's because you never know if they're talking bad about you or good. And I'm telling you, if I could just legit like somebody say, "Oh man, he's cute," and then like I found out that my girlfriend just like, he is ugly as heck. I'm like, she really say that? Okay, let's get back to this game. What would you do if anyone could read? Wait, if anyone could read in everybody's mind for one day? I like the first one. I'm joking. I'd find a cat and try to read the mind and lord all the evil plan to conquer. See, I'm not dirty-minded. I wouldn't click that one. What would you do if you could avoid a disaster? I would avoid my final results. I could. See, I would avoid. Yes, because look, if you stop that, a lot of people wouldn't have died. So, what would you do if you became a ghost? I'll prank a lot of people. Yeah, boy. What would you do if you had a constant disease? I would choose to have. And I don't know what these are. I'm like a little kid. I'm only 13. I'm about to be 14. I'm not supposed to know this. What would you do if you started to pee your pants at work? Well, I guess schools work, right? I would pee all over. I would pretend to faint. There we go. Because there's no way I'm letting nobody see. What would you do if 5 flies were buzzing around you, annoying you? I would ready. That's something I would do. I would like, see, look, I was at my house one time. No, never mind. I'll tell you guys the story later. Oh yeah, I was at my house one time. I just saw like a bug there, and I'm like, I'm trying to get a tan, and then they keep on landing on me. I'm like, okay, I just took a shower like 2 minutes ago, and then the bugs landed on. So I'm rage so much to the point that whenever it flies up, it's going to touch the fan. I get a flash. I said, "Wachoo." What would you do if you woke up at Barber? I would become a destroyer. I would try to be a good singer. Yeah, boy. Yes, boy. Yes. What would you do if you don't get your dream job? Never mind, I'll find another one. That's me. Just find another one. I want to be FBI agent when I grow up. I want to be a famous. Wait, what would you do if one day Chuck Norris want to kill you? I think you had to put. I'm pushing the first one. Yeah, boy. What would you do if you woke up in Naruto? Naruto's Naruto's world. I would become the greatest ninja of all time. Looking at physical capabilities, I would have to make. Okay, I will become the greatest ninja of all time. Wah. Wah. What would you do if you had a constant? I'm sorry, my grammar is like completely off. I would train her. That's what I would do. Trades. What would you do if you became a vampire? I would drink human. I would become a vegan. Vampire humans have feelings too. Yeah, because if you suck human blood, that's just as bad as being sucked. I didn't even phrase that better. What would you do if a bird crapped on your head on a romantic date? I would pretend like nothing happened. Hold her shoes on, but she did. What would you, what would you do if somebody stole your wallet? Yes. What would you do if you were driving? You see two girls taking a selfie with a dogfish. I will honk them and I throw them eggs. I carry them in my car, especially for the. Okay, I'm going with this one. I'm telling you. Uh-oh, it's getting a little personal. You know, I'm going to do a different one this time. I'm going to do categories, and I'm going to do, difficult choices. What would you do? Oh my god. Oh my god. I have absolutely no idea. I had to say mom, because she gave birth to me, some reason. But I don't know. What would you do if you were invisible for a day? Totally not suspicious at all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, okay. What would you do if your best friend called and told you that he murdered someone? I would seek for a shovel and help him bury. I would call 911 by telling him he made his. I don't know. I called 911. I'm sorry, but you going to jail. Let's see. What would you do if you suddenly became the smartest human being? Oh, fiction. Yes, because that is me. Okay, what would you do if you had $100 billion? I will buy Apple, Microsoft, because, look, you've got to be smart. Microsoft has, oh, yep, forget that. What would you do if you were stuck in a sewer? I will wait 3 months. What would you do if you were tortured by somebody who wants information for? I would tell him. I would never talk, even if I had to die for. That is me. Because let's say just a mugger comes up and says, "Now, your mom. You tell me where she at. I'll punch you and beat you up." And I'll be like, "No." And they'd be beating me up and stuff, and I'm like, "Still, no." Everything. So I would do anything for my grandma or mom. What would you do if you fell in love with a professional killer? I would leave him or her the day to learn and call the police. I'm just mean. What would you do if you could stop time? Yes, that's what I would do. What would you do if everything became legal for a day? I was so mad because I don't want to hit people. Well, guys, this is probably gonna be the end of my video. I'll make a part 2 of this in about a couple minutes. This is Galaxy Gaming signing out.